Okay, welcome back. We're going to start another Bible study series today. This one is called Have All Things Been Fulfilled? This is episode 1, the introduction. So, the purpose of this series, we're going to examine whether or not all things were fulfilled in 70 AD. And what we're going to do, we're going to look at some passages. The text that we're going to examine, we've got 3 verses that we're going to look, and I think we're just going to do one episode for each verse. And if you come up with other verses you think we should discuss here, just let me know in the comments. But first of all, we're going to look at Luke 21:22. Again, this will be in the next episode. For these are the days of vengeance, that all things which are written may be fulfilled. Second verse we're going to look at in the following episode is going to be, then he said to them, these are the words which I spoke to you while I was still with you, that all things must be fulfilled, which were written in the law of Moses and the prophets and the Psalms concerning me. And finally, we're going to look at Matthew 5:18. For assuredly I say to you, till heaven and earth pass away, one jot or one tittle will by no means pass from the law till all is fulfilled. So a question might come up, why are we doing this series? Many preterists believe that all things written in the Old Testament were fulfilled in 70 AD. That's like a full or a hyper preterist position, whatever you want to label it. Another theory is that the events after the millennium are yet to be fulfilled. And those events, the 3 big events, if you look in Revelation 20 that happened after the 1,000 years after the millennium, that would be the Gog and Magog battle, Revelation 20 verse 8, and the Old Testament reference there is Ezekiel 38 to 39. Again, if you believe all things in the Old Testament were fulfilled in 70 AD, then you would have to believe that this battle was fulfilled according to Ezekiel 38 and 39. The next big event you have in Revelation 20 after the millennium is the Great White Throne Judgment. So a question comes up here, was the judgment on Jerusalem in 70 AD the same as the Great White Throne Judgment? We're going to discuss that, or does the Great White Throne Judgment happen after 70 AD? And I think if that's the case, most likely that would be at the time of our death, we will be judged. And then you have New Heaven, New Earth, New Jerusalem. This is Revelation 21. And the Old Testament reference there is Isaiah 65 and 66. So again, if you take the position that everything was fulfilled in 70 AD, you'd have to say we're already living in the New Heaven and the New Earth. I have some video recommendations here. If this is kind of new to you, or if you just want to look back just to look at some related topics on this channel, we did a video, was Satan bound during a 40-year millennium? And also, did the millennium start in 30 AD, or did it start in 70 AD? These things kind of tie into each other. Your view on the millennium might shape how you feel about the new heavens and the new earth. Some of the reasons were for the confusion, again, which is why I point to these videos, is that belief in a 40-year millennium from 30 AD to 70 AD artificially, and this is just my opinion, you don't have to agree with it, it artificially forces all of these events to have been fulfilled in 70 AD, or it could be vice versa, the other way around. A belief that all of things have been fulfilled leads to the incorrect idea that the millennium ended in 70 AD rather than having started in 70 AD. That's why I think those videos might be helpful. So consider, it's not necessary to conclude that all things being fulfilled had to include the fulfillment of every Old Testament prophecy. I've kind of given away my conclusion on this series. I'm letting you know in advance about if anyone's watched my videos. I think you know where I stand on that things after the millennium are future for us. This seems, in my opinion, if someone says all things are fulfilled, every Old Testament prophecy is fulfilled, in my opinion, this goes beyond the intent of the text. When all things are mentioned in the Bible, the statement typically has a limited context and a limited scope. So we're going to look at that in this series. The events to occur after the millennium, again, Gog and Magog battle, Great White Throne Judgment, New Heavens, New Earth, these could still be future events for us who are still alive today. And again, I hope this series helps clarify that. So be on the lookout for episode 2, where we're going to tackle the first passage. Again, that's going to be Luke 21:22. For these are the days of vengeance, that all things which are written may be fulfilled. And until next time, contend earnestly for the faith which was once for all delivered to the saints, and God bless.